Pro Pinball is a pinball video game series developed by Cunning Developments and published by Empire Interactive. And it's also published by Interplay in the United States. And the Bernie Mac Show is an American sitcom television series created by Larry Wilmore that aired on Fox for 5 seasons. I could say that these two medias are the ones that I would tolerate for the taste of video gaming and comedy enjoyability. Alright, my fellow peeps, without further ado to ass shit, let's get on to them. Starting with Pro Pinball. The first video game has started with the very first one, that is the Web, released back in July 1996 on the original PlayStation, Sega Saturn, and the PC. But sadly, Pro Pinball the Web is the only game that is the Web on the fucking Sega Saturn. Okay, so anyways, all 4 Pro Pinball games are pinball simulations in which players operate a virtual pinball table. Players can score extra points by making combos, i.e. performing a move twice in a row. Hitting targets at the far end of the table activates the game's missions, in which the player must hit lighted ramps or bumpers to score bonus points. Completing the mission results in a huge point bonus. Yeah, I try to do such thing like that, but mostly I find it difficult to do that myself without using the fucking cheat code or whatever it is, or Game Shark. Man, I really need to get myself some Game Shark. Okay, the controls are comfortable, the graphics are realistic as hell, the music soundtrack kicked my ass real good, and I even have compilation games released. That is let's see what they have in there. Okay, what I'm trying to say is that they do have compilation games in there, like Pro Pinball Trilogy, released on the Sega Dreamcast in Europe in 2001, and in 2006 it was ported over to the PlayStation 2, Xbox, and PC under the title Ultimate Pro Pinball. But sadly, these 2 compilation games were never released in the US, except for the PC version. So, yeah. Hell, I even got the very first Pro Pinball game for the original PlayStation, so I have 3 more to collect. If any one of those games have low score ratings, I wouldn't give a shit. It's a lot of fucking fun and definitely worth its price. As for the engine running, the whole works. In some ways, it's utterly amazing, and in others, it needs more work. Okay. The Bernie Mac Show was loosely based on Bernie's stand-up comedy acts. In real life, Bernie Mac McCulloch was married with 1 daughter. Bernie's character on a show with a stand-up comedian was married with no children of his own. The pilot episode aired on November 14th, 2001. Set up the basic premise, or whatever you fucking say, for the series. The character Bernie Mac takes in his sister's children after she enters rehab, a fictional premise taken from one of Bernie's stand-up routines, which was eventually featured in the 2000 film, The Original Kings of Comedy. Okay, in reality, the story is blended with 2 real incidents. Bernie briefly took his niece, Toya, who was an at-risk youth, and her daughter, Monique, while a friend of his had to raise her sister's children long-term. Much of the humor in the show was derived from Bernie's continual adjustment to and his unique take on parenthood. A frequent motive of the show was the juxtaposition of Bernie's acerbic comments, such as his threats to bust the children's head until the white meat shows, and the deep parental affection he felt towards the trio, which often brought him to the verge of tears during happy moments. By the end of the series, Brianna's long-lost father returns and drops by from time to time to help Bernie and Wanda with the kids. Most of his emotional scenes occurred in segments in which Bernie, while still in character, broke the fourth wall and talked to the television audience, which he referred to as America. This technique was most notably used before an episode during the 2005 through 2006 season, when Bernie, as himself wearing a Chicago White Sox cap and jacket, delivered a heartfelt congratulatory message to the baseball organization and its staff on their recent World Series championship. Okay, Bernie, who grew up on Chicago's South Side, was a die-hard fan of the White Sox and was seen at the Game 1 of the World Series in a front row seat, as was also the case during his stand-up routine. Bernie habitually addressed the audience as America for humorous effect. Bernie's character's celebrity worked as a pilot device, allowing other celebrities to appear on the show as themselves. Yeah, especially Ice Cube, Triple H, and so on. Fuck, Hugh Hefner? Damn. Okay, even though I haven't watched the Bernie Mac show that much before, but it's funny and inspiring. Hell, I would even I would watch all the episodes of the Bernie Mac show from start to finish, but the sad part is, the season 1 of the Bernie Mac show was only released on DVD while the rest of them were not. What the fuck, Fox? I really wish the complete series was released by now. Yeah, I wish it was that. But correct me if you do find it on eBay or any stores that you would consider yourself lucky if you like that show. So, if it got canceled, yeah, I don't give a fuck if it's got canceled. I sure love to watch them. So, in conclusion, I recommend Pro Pinball and the Bernie Mac show. Yeah, it's a shame that these two series didn't last long. And it's also a shame that we lost Bernie Mac a long time ago. But anyways, it's always a great time to enjoy both memories that I mentioned. Yeah. Yeah, you sure love this. Memorize something that you enjoyed the first time, right?